Good afternoon. So the topic is the varying electromagnetic field, Maxwell's equation, and the point which we have to cover in these topics are scalar and vector magnetic potential, Poisson's and Laplace equation, Faraday's law, translational and motional EMF, displacement, current, density, continuity equation, time varying Maxwell's equation, point form, integral form, power and Poynting theorem, concept of retarded magnetic vector potential, and the application case study consists of myristor, electric motor and generators. So these are the points which we have to cover in this topic. Now, so Maxwell's equation define. What is Maxwell's equation? We have already studied the Maxwell's equation. So the Maxwell's equation define the relation between electric and magnetic field. The electric field is produced by changing the magnetic field, and magnetic field is produced by changing the electric field. Hence there is a close relation between these two fields, that is between the electric and magnetic fields. So Maxwell's equation give the relation between electric and magnetic field. So there are two concepts we have already seen now, that is the electric field is produced by changing the magnetic field, this is Faraday, and the magnetic field is produced by changing the electric field, this is Maxwell. This is Maxwell concept. So these are the two concepts, the Faraday's and Maxwell. Now what is the scalar and vector magnetic potential? So before going to the scalar and vector magnetic potential, we have observed that the static electric field are produced by electric charge. The static magnetic field are produced by the charges in motion or by steady current. The static electric fields are produced by the electric charges. The static magnetic fields are produced by the charges in motion or by steady current. So the static electric field is a conservative field and it has no curl. The static magnetic field is continuous and its divergence is zero. The fundamental relationship for static electric field among the field quantities can be we can say delta cross E bar 0, delta dot D bar is rho V. So the electric field vectors like E bar and D bar and magnetic field vectors are B bar and H bar form a separate pair. The electric field vectors are E bar and D bar and magnetic field vectors are B bar and H bar. So these are separate pairs. So we can consider the time varying scenario. So in this time varying case, we can observe the changing magnetic field will produce a changing electric field and vice versa. Changing magnetic field will produce changing electric field and vice versa. That is, changing electric field can produce changing magnetic field. So the next point is scalar and vector magnetic potential. So if we assume the existence of scalar magnetic potential, the designate as Vm whose navigate gradient if we assume existence of scalar magnetic potential whose negative gradient gives a magnetic field intensity. So closer analogy to the electric potential is given here. These are just the equations. The curl of gradient of any scalar is also given here. So this is curl of the gradient of any scalar which is identically 0. Now the conductors occupy a relatively small fraction of the total region, so useful. So the scalar potential also satisfies the Laplace equation. So the magnetic scalar potential Vm is not a conservative field. The Vm is not a single value function of position. Now the vector magnetic potential used in the region where the current density is 0 or non-zero. So delta dot B is 0. The divergence of the curl of any vector field is 0. Now we have already seen the Biot-Savart's law. So Biot-Savart's law define B. So from differential equation current. Here the Biot-Savart's law from a differential current elements is given by A is equal to integration of mu 0 I dl 4 pi r. So similar expression for the electrostatic potential can be written. Now the next is Laplace and Poisson's equation. Before going to this, we will see the Faraday's law. We will first see this Laplace and Poisson's equation. So we have determined the electric field E. So the Poisson's equation is an elliptic partial differential equation of broad utility in theoretical physics. So we have already determined the electric field E in region using the Coulomb's law or the Gauss's law. When charge distribution is specified in the region or using the relation E is equal to minus delta V, when potential V is specified throughout the region. So in practical cases, neither the charge distribution nor the potential distribution is specified, only at some boundary. These type of problem are known as electrostatic boundary value problem. In practical case, neither charge distribution nor potential distribution is specified, only at some boundaries. So these type of problems are known as electrostatic boundary value problem. So for these type of problem, the field and the potential V are determined by using Poisson's equation or Laplace equation. This type of problem, the field and the potential V are determined by using Poisson's equation or Laplace equation. Now what is Laplace equation? It is a special case of Poisson's equation. Laplace equation is special type of equation. We can also say Laplace equation is a second order partial differential equation. So this Laplace and Poisson's, these both equations are the simplest example of elliptic partial differential equation. Laplace equation is also a special case of Helmholtz equation. So the general theory of the solution to Laplace equation is known as potential theory. So for linear material Poisson's and Laplace equation, it can be easily derived from a Gauss's law. So delta dot D is rho V. So these equations we have already seen. So if we put the value of D in Gauss's law, then we can the equation becomes delta dot E is rho V by epsilon. For homogeneous medium for which epsilon is constant, we can write E is equal to minus delta into V. So we substitute this value of E in the above equation, and the equation becomes delta dot delta V is equal to minus rho V by epsilon. So it becomes delta square V. Now this equation is known as Poisson's equation, which states that the potential distribution in a region depend on the local charge distribution. And if we substitute the rho v in many boundary value of problems, the charge distribution is involved on the surface of the conductor for which the free volume charge density is 0. So rho v is 0. So in that case, the Poisson's equation reduces to delta square v is 0 as rho v value is 0, and it is Laplace equation. So the above equation delta square v is equal to rho v by epsilon is Poisson's equation, and delta square v is equal to 0 is Laplace equation. So what is that E, or we can say V is electric field or voltage. Rho is what? Rho means charge density and epsilon is permittivity. So the mathematical equation of Laplace, or we can say Laplace equation, the divergence of the gradient of the function is called as Laplacian, and for expressing in different coordinate system to take the advantage of the symmetry of charge distribution, it helps in the solution for electric potential V. For example, if the charge distribution has spherical symmetry, then we can use the Laplacian in the spherical polar coordinates. The Laplace equation follows the Poisson's equation in the region when there is no charge density. So equation becomes like this, that is rho is 0. Laplace equation follows the Poisson's equation in the region where there is no charge density. No charge density means what? Value of rho is 0. So the solution of Laplace equation are called as harmonic function, and it have no local maxima or minima. So all extreme occur at the boundaries and here correspond to a smoothest surface available. For instance, in one dimension the solution is a straight line which is the shortest distance between 2 points at the boundary. So here is the Laplace equation in coordinate system. The natural boundaries which are enclosing the volume in which Poisson's equation is to be satisfied for the three standard coordinate system. So in general, the distribution of potential is desired within the volume with an arbitrary potential distribution on the bounding surfaces. So in three dimension, the slide get overlapped here, equations get overlapped in this slide here. So for in three dimensional, the Laplace equation is d square phi by dx square plus d square phi by dy square plus d square phi by dz square, which is equal to 0. The role of the So from above equation we can say that the potential cannot be a periodic or be a exponential in its dependencies on all three coordinates and still be a solution to the Laplace equation. It is also possible to choose the constant and the solutions so that the zero potential boundaries conditions are met on 5 of the 6 boundaries. Now the next point is application of Laplace and Poisson's equation. So first is using Laplace or the Poisson's equation we can obtain the potential at any point in between two surfaces when potential at two surfaces are given. We can also obtain the capacitance between these two surfaces. So first example is here parallel plate capacitor. So here we have to get the general expression for potential function. So the plate separation is plate separation D is smaller than the plate dimension. So V varies only with x. The Laplace equation is delta square V is equal to 0. Here the plate separation is D, which is smaller than the plate dimension. So V varies only with x. Laplace equation we can write delta square V is 0. We can say d square V by dx square is equal to 0. If we integrate it, then dV by dx is A. If we integrate it again, then V is equal to x plus B. Now here boundary conditions are given, and A and B are the integration constant which are evaluated according to the boundary conditions. Next, if we apply the boundary condition, then the we have general expression V is equal to x plus B. So if we apply the boundary condition first, then the equation becomes B is equal to 0, and if we apply boundary condition 2, then equation becomes A is equal to V0 by D. So we get the value of A and B here. So V becomes V0 by V0x by D. So here are the different equations like electric field, the potential, electric field, displacement flux, the conductor boundary condition, and the total charge on the lower plate. So these are the different equations. Next, again the Poisson's equation and the Laplace equation. The delta cross H is delta cross A is delta into bracket delta dot A minus delta square A. The continuity equation is used here. Then coaxial cable with radii of A and B, as usual the current I in the AZ direction in the inner conductor, and between the conductors J is equal to 0. So delta square A is 0. Now, in the next lecture, we will see the Faraday's law and the remaining part. Thank you.